Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
What's up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 471. I'm Phil Graham. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Today, I want to talk about when things are not working with your Facebook and Instagram ads, what should you fix first? Is it the ad? Is it your entire funnel? Or is it the audience first? You know, when a campaign is not working, so many advertisers, they start changing everything at once without even knowing what the actual true problem was. And many times, you might be losing a lot of money because of that, and even not learning a damn thing, which is not good. You don't want to lose money if you can help it, and you want to learn as much as you can based off of data. So today we're going to talk about how to handle that and what do you fix first, or at least what I do. Hope you guys are doing really well this week. I love recording these episodes. I'm so glad you're here, and I love helping people. So if you want or need any help with your ads or AI, there's two great options: one-on-one consulting or done for you. For either one of those things, just go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or you can DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital, and let's connect. So let's jump right in, my friends, and let's talk about, should you fix the ad funnel or audience first? What do you do? How do you figure it out? So the first step is you want to start with the symptom of what the issue is, not the theory you have or the thought you have about what it could be. Some people always have their go-to. So when an ad doesn't work, they either A, change everything at once, which is probably going to be a cluster, you know what, or B, they change one thing and it's always the same thing. If it doesn't work, they always change the audience, or they always change the landing page, or they always change the ad. Those might not be any of the reasons why something is failing. They might be, but they might not be. So you've got to use data to find the symptom for the problem. So how do you find that symptom or sign of what the problem is? You can use data. So let's say an ad is not working. We have to figure out where it's not working. Let's say the click-through rate is really bad, really low. Well, that tells me that it's more on the Facebook ad side of things that there's issue. Because if the ad was doing really well, you'd have typically a higher click-through rate and better results. So if the click-through rate is bad, then you kind of know, okay, this could be a problem with the audience and the targeting, or it could be a creative problem, or it could be a messaging problem. Those are a few different options. There could be a few other things too, but for whatever reason, the ad is either not getting noticed, or if it is getting noticed, it's not doing a good enough job of getting people to do what you want them to do. So in that kind of scenario, I look at it and I pick one thing. Do I want to change the audience? Do I want to change the messaging or the creative? And I don't always choose the same thing. It depends. At some point, you're going to have to pick one, and you want to start with one. If you change all three at once, then no matter what happens, you're not going to know what made the difference. And so I like to change one thing at a time and then let it run a couple weeks, typically, depending on your budget, and then see what happened. And I can see what my change did, how that affected things, whether it's bad or good. And then I can get smarter and I can learn from that data. So I don't automatically just change the ad or change the landing page. I look at this data. Let's say that the click-through rate is really good and it's high and you're getting a lot of clicks at a good cost and you're getting some good engagement on the ad and everything looks good on the ad side of things. Well, first I look at the ad, make sure that you're not like clickbaiting, make sure that there's not like too much curiosity in there. And let's say there's not. Well, that could point to the issue being on the other side of the ad. Again, I'm not guessing, I'm using data. I'm looking at that data to tell me if that's an issue. And so if the ad data looks really good, but it's not working, it's costing you money, then that's where I start looking at the other side of the ad. Could be the landing page that's an issue. It could be the offer. It could be a price. It could be a technical issue. It might even be that the landing page is loading too slow. It could be any of those things. So guess what? Just like the ad, I don't change 5,000 things at once on the other side of the ad. I change one thing at a time. That might be the landing page. It might be the price. It might be something else. But I change one thing and then I test it. And I use that data to tell me what to do next. So my main message for you guys that I recommend, at least what I do, when something is not working, I use data to try and identify where do I go first to try and fix it. And obviously something has to be changed. And so what I do is I change one main variable at a time. And then I give it some time to run and get some additional data. And then I rinse and repeat. I change another variable based off of what the data tells me. So when you have something that's not working, don't just say, oh, I got to do something different. Think about it strategically. Use data to try and figure out why it's not working and where the issue is, and then change one variable at a time wherever that issue is. And then if it doesn't work right away, that just means you need more changes, more testing. But since you're going to change one variable at a time, you're going to get much cleaner data and you're going to be able to make better decisions based off of that data. And as always, just a reminder, it's always important to point out that every business is unique. Results can vary. There's no guaranteed outcomes. So always keep that in mind. So my friends, I hope that was helpful. Episode 471 is in the books. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to get in touch, philgrahamdigital.com is the website. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I will talk to you on next week's episode. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.